speak.
Welcome to the Hollow City Undaunted. I'm sure you found that, like Coldharbour itself, there's plenty here to test yourself against. I don't think I'm your typical spirit, but I'm as dead as a tree in Apocrypha. Though you don't have to be alive to be an Undaunted, especially in Coldharbour. I've seen Daedra torture and flay the dead as easily as they do the living. Don't know. No Daedra's been able to claim my second life.
Plenty for an Undaunted to see and to do in Coldharbour, my friend. As long as you like walking headlong into danger. There are creatures here that can slay even the dead. Let me know if you want to barter for some arms and armor. You'll need them. Name's Saba. Saba the Bone Crusher. Good to see a fellow Undaunted. And a live one at that. I'm glad the extended family's still recruiting new members. There's not much I can do. Can't move on from this plane. And being dead, I can't return to Tamriel. At least there are Daedra to match blades with. I don't care much for that story. Ask Tubadon if you must.
This one hopes the Hollow City finds you well, Undaunted. Meridia's wayward township is many things, but it's never dull, especially for an Undaunted. This one is called Tubadon, the most dauntless of the Undaunted. The Mane of Meridia's banished city, they call him. An honor this must be for you. So, how about it? Would you like to buy a drink for this Khajiit? Your generosity is 5 clawed, my friend. Listen, everyone. That one bought this one a drink. This calls for a song.
You asked for a drink? Tubadon, you're dead. What a waste of coin.
You're an idiot, Tubadon.
Silence, both of you. That one bought Khajiit a drink.
So now you're going to sing?
No. Khajiit is most undaunted here. You will sing.
What? No!
And you will sing, Saba.
Go play in the Vaults of Madness, Tubadon.
All are staying in this tavern until you sing. So sing, fools!
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted!
Yes! Yes!
Who knows no fear of Daedric plains?
Tell me! Tell me who!
We are Undaunted!
Who knows no fear of death of age?
Louder! By the bright moons! Louder!
Undaunted! Undaunted! We are Undaunted!
That's the stuff!
Someone pass a sword through my face.
It wouldn't kill you.
Ugh.
Did you find my loot? I feel almost naked without it. You found it! How wonderful! Oh, I missed my loot Fala so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel so happy. I think I want to play a song now. Oh, Fala, let's make some beautiful music together. I'm so happy I could just sing. After our city wound up in Coldharbour, everyone was scattered. I sought shelter in a cave. Big mistake. The Dremora in there, they were having some kind of sick party. Forced me to play, and play, and play. After more years than I care to remember, they gave me short rest periods every few days, but they kept my loot so I wouldn't run away. Eventually, I decided I couldn't take it anymore. I left poor Fla behind and made my way back here.
One more and you'll be good looking.
This one and his beloved mate sought shelter, but there was none to be found. Urnabi, she didn't make it. Now I lack the will to go on. Our children will grow up without parents. They will be poor and destitute, and probably die young and alone. This one and his mate, we lost our way one night. We followed a light in the forest and wound up in this depressing place. We took shelter in a cave to the northeast, but that didn't work out so well. Especially not for poor Ernabi. We were attacked by Nilokilo and his monsters as soon as we set foot in the cave. This one and poor Ernabi fought our way out and eventually escaped into the wastes. This one's beloved Ernabi was wounded in the escape. She died before we could reach safety and find a healer. This one's claws will never be sharp again.
I'll handle this, sir. You can come out and see in a moment. So, someone has come to help us at last. We're out here in the middle of Coldharbour, and that's the best question you can come up with? I am most definitely not talking to myself. I am speaking to the alchemist. Be quiet, you mangy cat. I can't hear myself think with all that racket. Patience, sir. I'll explain everything. I am with the Mages Guild. We stepped through the portal and wound up in this vile laboratory. Daedra experimented on us. They merged our two souls. Now we're wasting away as this soul meld kills us.
To see out of Khajiit eyes again. Zar hates being caged in that dark place. Yes, this one is pretty famous. Perhaps you have heard of Zar. But Zar must tell you, this soul meld is killing us. Will you help us? Will you unmeld our souls? Unmeld this soul to a word. Pardon. The dwarven device that caused this is inside the laboratory. But Robo blocks the way. Collect Zar's notes and a bottle of pearl tincture. With those, this one can make a potion that will get you past the rubble. Questions are good. Ask and ask again. That is the systematic method of experimentation. Remember that you must know the rules before you can successfully break them. Their specialty is transmutation. Change one thing into another. So, not too difficult to change you from large to small. Then you can slip past the obstacles that block the entrance. Zar never said it would be easy, Dark Elf. Mind your tongue. Unfortunately, no. The soul meld weakens us, and we must conserve our strength. With the recipe and the ingredients, this one can make a transmutation potion and exert almost no energy whatsoever. A much better approach at this time, yes? Oh yes, we came to defeat the evil Moloch Baal. Or was it Menemarco? Zar forgets. So many bad things start with the letter M. But something went wrong and Godress, and this one ended up here. That's when the Daedra melted our souls.
You have no idea what it feels like to have a Khajiit scratching around inside your head. I know you said you were sorry, but the question has been asked. One of us is disorganized and enjoys experimenting with dwarfen machinery. The resulting explosion reduced the entryway to a pile of rubble and sent our supplies in all directions. A few of us arrived together, but only the alchemist and I survived the experiments. Zer's explosion had one desirable side effect. It destroyed our Dremora captors. We have information vital to the Mages Guild, should we escape this predicament. Safe enough. We'll make our way to the entryway. We can manage a simple illusion to mask our presence. I wish we weren't so weak, however. I never realized how my ability to perform magic defined me. Now that I cannot do the things that once came so easily to me, I almost don't know who I am. Having a talking cat inside my head doesn't help much either. A few of us arrived together, but only the
over here. This one used an illusion spell. Very little effort. Sir has found you. This one is so happy now. Sir thought this was where he left the tincture, so I came to investigate. Don't tell Godress that Sir was here. A simple illusion spell protected me. But Godress gets worried. Me? I like to explore. This one has always enjoyed trying new and different things. But this situation, it is very strange, very awkward. Is that thought me, sir? Or me, Godress? This one can never be certain where his thoughts end, and Godress's begin. Very confusing, yes? Zar told you our friend would find the scatters. You worry too much. Godress is upset because we had to hide behind some rocks. Undignified, he said. Well, Zar says that being eaten by a deformed creature is even more undignified. Quiet, Godress. This one knows what he's doing. This is most fragrant work, my friend. Most fragrant. Zar shall draft the potion immediately. It should make you slightly smaller. Certainly small enough to squeeze through the rubble. Long enough to slip into the laboratory. A few minutes, give or take. Now, let Zar think. Was it 6 or 7 drops of tincture? Zar thinks he saw some dried scarecrow over here. Ah, yes, here it is. Ah, Zar's finest potion yet. You will drink it now, yes?
This grows more taxing by the hour. Here is the potion. I hope Zer didn't cut any corners, but knowing him, it probably tastes terrible. Yes, sir, I'll be sure to mention it. I am not a mixer of potions, and I don't want to debate the merits of alchemy with Zer again. But the cat knows what he's doing. Inside, look for my notebook. It lists what you need to craft the antipodal rods. Rods that will reverse the soul meld. Just find the components and craft the rods. We will try to recuperate and regain enough strength to teleport ourselves inside. If you have questions, please ask them before you drink the potion. Find the metallurgy workshop. My notebook should be there, placed neatly on a workbench. It contains a list of what you need to create the antipodal rods. Gather the items and craft the rods. It shouldn't be a problem. The laboratory has a forge. Just follow the directions and apply the proper catalyst. The rods should be able to withstand the reversal process. After you forge the rods, meet me by the Overseer's atelier. The potion will work, you'll see. And know that I am grateful for your help. We both are.
Godress's teleport spell worked. This one is here. Be careful, friend. The dwarven constructs have awakened. I hate standing in the green goo. No amount of licking gets it out of one's fur. Godress worries so much. He wanted to make sure you found the catalyst. The catalyst makes the rod strong enough to withstand both magicka and machinery. Two things this one likes very much. The basic ingredients can be melted, but without a catalyst to imbue them with strength and elemental, alchemy is not boring, Godress. Ah, very well. Godress wrote about a proper catalyst for the antipodal rods. He wants you to read his notes. After the soul meld, the Overseer ignored us. The dwarven constructs were inactive, so we were able to work here in relative peace. Yes, Godress, everything was fine until Zur exploded something. The Dark Elf sure knows how to hold a grudge. Many things. The last one was pretty spectacular. It was an accident, of course. Godress was so mad because we were forced outside, but it proved his first suggestion for a catalyst didn't work. So, the experiment was successful. The basic ingredients can be melted, but without...
Over here! The constructs have moved away from the forge. All this skulking around using up valuable energy on apprentice-level illusions. I grow ever more weary. Even Zur's enthusiasm is ebbing. I'm afraid to hope too much. But you've made such progress. Perhaps we shall end this torment after all. The constructs have moved off. The forge area is clear, at least for the moment. Melt the components in the furnace, then craft 2 rods from the mixture. There is an anvil near the furnace. Be careful, though. The mixture can be volatile. The machine that merged us is further on, in the Overseer's atelier. We'll meet there. Teleportation was never this difficult before. The spell took so much out of me I was afraid we would never materialize. But Xur has the key to this room. He acquired it shortly after we'd got here. Were you able to craft the antipodal rods? We are so close. You need to use the rods to activate the dwarven device that performed the soul meld. Oh, and the crystal. I'm getting as careless as Xur. Look for a glowing crystal. The Overseer placed it in the machine to power the device. Well, in a manner of speaking, understand that Xur and I do not have two separate bodies to return to. But if this works, the soul meld won't kill the both of us. The magic will separate the intertwined strands of our souls, but only one of us will survive the process. Do not be dismayed. We rejoice at a chance for one of us to survive. Go on ahead. We will meet you inside momentarily. Stop shouting, Xur. What? Oh, yes, of course. No, you're right. Xur reminds me that you have been most helpful, and we need to rest anyway. So I decided not to cut you off with a snide retort. Please accept my apologies and ask your questions. Based on our own experience, it appears that merging two souls into one vessel causes an internal storm as the souls vie for control. It takes all of our mental fortitude to maintain our individual personalities. Then nature takes its course, but at least we will have tried to beat this. At least one of us has a chance to survive, and know that, however this ends, I am grateful for the aid you have provided us. If the device works the way I expect, then the person operating it will decide which of our souls survives the reversal process, and which is discarded. I guess it will be up to you to choose who lives and who dies. Well, I could make a strong case as to why I should be the one to survive. My qualifications, my experience, my worth to the Mages Guild. But the truth is, I have grown fond of Xur. My right to survive is no greater than his. I cannot advise you.
The Overseer's in there. He put us into this dwarven machine. He's dangerous. Do not worry. This one is not afraid. The process can be reversed. Our research tells us this. Xur is optimistic. And if I die, then it is just on to another adventure, yes? We're very different. Xur has learned much sharing a dark elf's mind. Few Khajiit experience such a wonder, yes? Godress will do many great things, provided the unmelding works. And so will Xur. But this one would never choose himself over another. Some theoretical extrapolations are what Godress excels at, and this one's experiments support his research. We believe the device can be forced to unmeld our souls. In any event, we won't survive the soul meld. At the very least, we must try. What's that? Yes, Xur will pass that along. Now, quiet, please. The Overseer's in there. He put us into this dwarven machine. He's dangerous. Many of the constructs that roam this place are under his control. Godress recommends killing him quickly. As the end approaches, this one must admit that he will miss our time together. This one can't believe you crossed this chamber without so much as an illusion to mask your presence. You are so brave. This one, Zer's whiskers were twitching inside the Dark Elf's head. Next comes the exciting part. You test our theory. See those two pillars? One represents Zer, the other Godress. Insert the antipodal rods and turn on the device. If it works, you should be able to separate our melted souls. Yes, as we have explained, one body, one soul. At least one of us will survive to help the Mages Guild. This one knows you will make the right decision. Place the crystal into the machine, then insert an antipodal rod into each pillar to start the unmelding process. Please, hurry. One of us must be saved.
I think it's working. I can feel the soul meld unraveling. I can, though your voice is distant, muted. Please, pull a lever and finish this process. This needs to end one way or another. No matter who you choose, you have my gratitude. Ancestors bless you, my friend.
It feels like my very essence is being shredded. Why do you ask such meaningless questions? We cannot hold together much longer. You need to finish this. Choose one of us and pull a lever, please. And may the sand beneath your paws always be warm, my friend. It feels like my very... How strange this feels. To be simply there again is lonely. There is fine. At least, there thinks it is true. This one feels strangely empty. This one is there again. But, thanks to my time with Godress, this one is also different. There wants very much to leave this place. Many bad memories. The door is nearby. It will open from this side. Meet us, me, outside. My abilities grow stronger already. This one can create a portal to somewhere safe, once we are outside. Zer's mind feels empty, silent. I miss Godress already. During our time together, we determined that the dwarven device operates on the same principles as Molagbar's planemail. Zur will honor the Dark Elf's memory and give him credit for this discovery. Thank you again for saving us, my friend. This one is strong enough to open a portal now. We shall go to this hollow city Zur has heard so much about. The portal shall remain open for only a few minutes, my friend. Zur hopes to see you again in the hollow city.
A new face. That's a rare occurrence. Welcome to the Ever-Full Flagon, friend. The Ever-Full Flagon has the finest mead. Don't drink the mead. Gemerth is dead. He was my daughter Nelhilda's mate, her true love. I suspect the contents of that letter will break her heart, if she's sober. You must try our special blend. Do you like to celebrate? Everyone here is always celebrating something. Nelhilda and Gemerth were working to find a way to end this madness. Go upstairs and talk to Nelhilda. She has a plan. Yes, indeed. Everything is fine here at the Flagon. Plenty of mead, plenty of happy Nords. Can you have another mead? Of course you can. Very well, ask what you will, but be quick about it. We don't want to attract any undue attention. I'm trying not to arouse any suspicion. The Thane is always watching, listening. We must put on a good show. The celebrating has been going on for a long, long time. Who would have thought that an endless supply of mead could become such a curse? The mead's in here, so no, not many. Besides, those creatures out there aren't very friendly, and some of them were once our friends and neighbors. One day, though, Gemerth had had enough. Even his love for my daughter couldn't keep him here. Haven't you ever seen the results of a Daedric bargain before? Now please, go upstairs and talk to my daughter Nelhilda. She has a plan to save us all. And with your help, maybe this time it will even succeed. What do you want? Can't a Nord drink in peace? Do? What an odd question. I drink. Everyone knows that. I used to own a smithy once. At least, I think I did. Why do you care? I used to make the finest weapons in the land. Blades that every Nord was proud to own. Perfectly balanced, sharp, and beautiful to look upon. Well, you can't. There aren't any here. It's too dangerous, what with all these drunks around. The Thane said so. Anyway, I haven't lifted a hammer in a long, long time. Now, go away and leave me to my mead.
What are you looking at?
This mead is so good. So good.
You're not one of the regulars here at the Flagon. I can do this. I can resist the mead for my Gemerth. Father sent you. Good. I can use the help. The mead is enchanted. It muddles our minds and clouds our memories. But I may have found a way to purify the mead and stop the cravings it inspires. I need a rare magical flower, Kind's Tear, to make a potion. Unfortunately, the flowers are invisible. You need a Kind runestone to see them. There may be a runestone at the nearby abandoned shrine. I knew Gemerth was gone, but this makes it so much more final. He worked so tirelessly to find a way to end this enchantment. I'm determined to finish what we started. Gemerth believed it had something to do with a Daedric prince and a bad bargain. If that's true, we never figured out who struck the deal. All I'm certain of is that the mead is delicious, and it never runs out, and drinking it has cost us our souls. Yes, we stay inside and drink.
We have no souls. We were afraid to die in this god-forsaken place. Nords without souls aren't welcome in Sovngarde, you know. The Thane does what he can to keep us happy, usually by opening another cask of mead. Not a one in the whole place. Some of us shrivel up and turn into the creatures outside. Others run off to die, like my Gummerth did. The rest of us drink. I abstain from the mead for a while, try to remember the old days. Then the craving returns. I've been fighting the craving, trying to find a way to break the spell. I want to save my father and the villagers if I can. As for my father, he was always a strong man. The mead never seemed to affect him the way it got to the rest of us.
I thought about going for a walk, but then I thought, it's dark outside, and cold, and there's no mead out there. Mead. What was I talking about?
So I said to Hjarklod. Hjarklod, I says, wait, what were we talking about?
Can't a woman drink her mead in peace?
I want to dance! Do you want to dance? I want to spin around and around. Let's dance!
I used to do something. Don't you remember? I was somebody. I did stuff. Oh, who cares? I need another drink.
Join in, relax. It's just mead. Laughter and good times are always on tap here at the Everfull Flagon. That's because I drink mead. You should too. Our special blend will put hair on your chest and make you strong. Anyway, have some mead or take a walk. We're having a party here, and I'd hate to have you spoil the mood.
You need mead. No, wait. I meant me. Me need mead. That didn't sound right.
So he said, do you want to see my sword? And I said, no, not really. And he said, but it's a nice sword. And I said, wait, who are you again?
Have you tried this special blend? I can't stop drinking it.
Well met, stranger. I suppose you demand a song. No song, huh? Well, know that this is the fabulous Everfull Flagon, purveyor of the finest mead in all of wherever we are. Oh, I do. I really do. Wait, was that some sort of insult? I should give you a proper thrashing for that. But I can't stay angry at you. Have I told you about the time I performed in the Tribunal Temple? My voice made the Dark Elves weep.
This place is warm and cozy. I hate warm and cozy.
Greetings to you both.
at last.
Delighted to feast on your blood.
Came back. I was afraid I'd imagined our earlier discussion. My mind plays tricks on me, especially when the craving gets really bad. I wasn't sure any of the flowers survived the trip here. Coldharbour is a dead place, and Kyne is concerned with living things. If you found the flowers, maybe she hasn't abandoned us. I'll make the purifying potion now. I hope I remember the recipe correctly. It's been so long since I tried to do anything more complicated than downing a mug of mead in one gulp. One more thing. There. That should do it. Take the potion and pour it into the 3 casks. I need some mead.
My Nelhilda would thank you if she could. Oh, this is all my fault. I was just trying to save my failing business. Now look at us. These people used to respect me. I used to help them. I made a bargain, but I was tricked. I realized too late that the mage who promised to help me was likely a Daedric prince. After that, the flagon slipped into Coldharbour and we've been trapped here ever since. It used to be me that people turned to for help. When Hout showed promise, I bought him a lute. When Hreidi won a contest, I gave her dueling daggers. Nelhilda has gotten things rolling with your help. I want to help her, help my friends. Hout and Hreidi were admired in our village. If the enchantment is wearing off, they'll help me rally the others. It would help if Hout had his lute and Hreidi had her silver daggers. We can continue what Nelhilda has begun. Talk to Hout and Hreidi. Perhaps they remember where they hid the lute and daggers.
I used to sing for thanes and kings. I danced around and had many fine things. How about that? I made a rhyme. I've still got it. You're a curious one. I imagine the Thane is keeping his eye on you. You want me to reveal a secret, huh? Secrets are a bard's trade, after all. There should be a prize. I know. A contest. A duel of words. If you win, amazing secrets will be told. Oh, you're angry. How positively adorable. When last I saw my beloved lute, I played a song for the lovely Juhilda. I struck a pose inspired by the statue outside her house, and I sang my heart out. Let me tell you, she was suitably impressed.
You look familiar. Were we flirting just a little while ago? I am a dangerous woman. Even without my silver daggers, I could flay you. If you think you can threaten me, drink again. Think again. If you want my daggers, you'll have to duel me for them. I'm too drunk. Did I ever tell you I once had a pair of silver dueling daggers? Given to me by... Who gave them to me? I should remember. He was such a nice man. I was brave and fast with my knives. You should have seen me duel. You'll find them? Aren't you sweet? Let me think. I remember the Thane said it was too dangerous to drink and duel. He said I should destroy them, but I couldn't do it. So I hid them near the old mill. Please don't tell the Thane.
I am going to stop drinking this mead. Soon. Very soon. One of these days.
You knocked down an old man.
I've had just about enough of this.
I think everyone needs a drink. How about some more mead?
We don't want any more mead. Get out of here.
Your souls are mine. You may as well drink up and accept your fate.
Shush, Bones. We've been deceived.
I want to hear you beg, or I'll cut off the supply of special blend.
Let you go. What just happened here?
I used to be able to handle my mead. I feel so embarrassed.
Did you see? The villagers. They're starting to remember. The Thane threatened my daughter and I actually stood up to him. Of course, he knocked me down, but still. We're returning to our old selves. I'll return these to Hreidi and Hout. Ask them to help keep people's spirits up. During my confrontation with the Thane, he said he holds our souls. He laughed at me, said how amusing it was to see me agonize over my friends as they waste away. I think he keeps the souls nearby. He always comes and goes as he pleases. If you could destroy the Thane, our souls might return to us. Then we could leave this place. I think his lair is in one of the nice houses near the old well. Of course, my friend. I'll answer whatever I can. I realize now that he's likely the Daedric prince who offered me this deal. Or maybe his minion. Yes, that seems more likely. You must believe me, I thought this was between him and me. I never meant to hurt my friends in order to save the flagon. I'm not sure. I've kept this secret for so long, watching my friends waste away and give up hope. They'd hate me for what I've done. And rightfully so. And Nelhilda, she would never forgive me. I've heard whispers of a nearby city. They say it's a safe haven. I'll try to convince everyone to travel there with me. Even if we can't return to our world, I would feel better knowing that Nelhilda and the others were safe.
That so-called Thane threatened me for tampering with the casks. My father pushed him away from me, and that dreadful creature, he knocked my father down. I was afraid he might kill him. I'm fine. I need a drink, and I miss Gemirth terribly, but otherwise I'm fine. Just a little shaken up. Gemirth always said that there was something strange about that Thane. I'm just glad my father wasn't injured.
Oh, my head feels as if a dozen orcs are pounding on war drums inside my skull.
I feel strange, like I've been asleep for a very long time.
My eyeballs hurt. There's only one cure for these. I need another mead.
What happened to us?
Oh, my aching head.
drinking cup.
I don't know what you did, but something changed. Everyone can feel it. Then the curse is broken at last. They'll hate me if they find out I caused the curse. Oh, we've lost so much. I need to make amends. But what would the truth bring us except more pain? My Nelhilda mourns for her beloved Gamurth. I need to find a way to help her. Maybe you're right. Nelhilda struggled to find the enchantment and she lost her beloved Gamurth. She deserves my honesty. I hope she can forgive me. Nelhilda, please, come here.
What is it, Father?
I need to get this off my chest. I made the deal that doomed us. I made the bargain with the Daedric Prince.
Father! Why would you do such a thing? I lost my love to this cursed place because you weren't selling enough mead? How can I ever forgive you for this? I never want to see you again!
Nelhilda was the only thing that kept me sane in this dread place. What will I do now? I beg of you, daughter, try to forgive me. What I did was a foolish mistake. I never imagined anyone else would be at risk.
I don't know what to do. I'm so angry at him. And yet, my father is all I have left. Look what my father's selfishness has cost us. How could he have been so foolish? That's asking a lot of me. My father always seemed more aware. I sometimes wondered if he knew more than he let on. But to have caused all of this suffering? My poor Gamurth. I know. I keep thinking about how kind he could be, always helping others. He did something terribly foolish, but I know he is not a bad man. I'll try to forgive him. But I do wish we could leave this place. We will go to the Hollow City. Some of the villagers may decide to stay here, where it's familiar, but that will be their choice. I grieve for the lost, but it's not in a Nord's nature to just give up. Thank you for helping us. I think I can forgive you, Father, though it may take time. For now, it's best if we leave this place.
Oh, my dear girl. I will do everything in my power to make this up to you and to the others.
Listen, everyone. We're going to the Hollow City. Join us! We're lords, and we can handle whatever Coldharbour throws our way! Come, Father. We need to make plans to travel to the Hollow City.
We may be stuck in Coldharbour, but Nelhilda forgave me, and we have our souls back. Sovngarde is ours again, when the time finally comes. I will never forget what you did for us. Thank you. What happened to us?
Found the old ever-full flagon, eh? Interesting place, the flagon. Glad someone's finally got it sorted out. Good show. Smashing idea. Really excellent. They'll be safe there. How about that Thane? Excellent mead, certainly, but I always thought he was a bit dodgy. Righto, always happy to pitch in, lend a hand, steer a course, make a difference. I'll get them to the Hollow City. Very nice inn there, plenty of mead. They'll feel right at home. Well, one must choose one's battles, mustn't one? Rescuing maidens, fighting injustice, those are my specialities. But taking mead away from drunken Nords, I mean, really, that way lies madness.